Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. Dear students, today we will study about deforestation and overhunting. This is topic number 3.6.2 and page number is 43. Fine. We will discuss about what is deforestation and overhunting as we were discussing the impacts of human on biodiversity. Deforestation, what does it mean? The deforestation means cutting down the trees. Cutting down the tree for the conversion of a forest to a non-forest land. Fine. If we cut trees, if we make the land barren, it means it is converted from a forest to a non-forest land. Now, destruction of significant areas of forest has resulted in a degraded environment with reduced biodiversity. If obviously, when there are no forests, there will be no such habitat for the species to grow. Fine. It causes and affects many other things. And what were the causes? What are the causes and effects of deforestation? We will study now. Sometimes the catastrophic events like any rainfalls or flood, anything like that, may damage these forests. But what humans are doing, they are actually for their own purpose and their own benefits, they are cutting down the trees as they are using for wood, agriculture or urban development. They are raising many other species of fruits, sugar, tobacco, soap, rubber, and they are destroying the forests actually. They are destroying the forest. Deforestation, what do they actually affects the amount of water in soil and moisture in the atmosphere. And when there are no trees in the soil, there are more chances of soil erosion. There are more chances of soil. Heavy rainfall washes soil into rivers. Essential nutrients are go down to the rivers, and we are not left with any healthy nutrients in the soil. The rivers get choked up with these mud and silt, and these silted water gets stored in dams and reduces their water storage capacity. They also contribute to decreased transpiration, and ultimately reduces the sources of rains. Fine. We are also using the forest for timber, fuel, wood. For that reason, they are also doing many bad impacts on the environment too. Now, the forests extract carbon dioxide and pollutant from the air, thus contributing to biosphere stability. But what we are doing, we are extracting the trees from there. We are making them deforestation. We are making them non-forest areas, and for the beauty of aesthetic sense and tourist attraction, we are doing the wrong things. We have made them highly vulnerable. In Pakistan, deforestation is a great threat to the biodiversity. And one other thing, overhunting. What we are doing, we are hunting a lot of hundreds of species that are going to be extinct soon. For the reason we are overhunting them, like whales, ibex, urial, markhor. Now tell me, what is the national animal of Pakistan? It is called as markhor. What is it? Markhor. Fine. Now, what are the steps for the conservation of biodiversity? Conservation of biodiversity is a global concern. Obviously, everybody is looking for the steps to take to preserve the biodiversity in every areas and every part of the world. For that reason, there are two organizations that are working on these factors. First one is IUCN, International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, and the other one is the World Wildlife Fund Pakistan, WWF. They both work in close coordination, and they work for the betterment of the species to reduce the threat of biodiversity. And for those reasons, for those working, they have made some atomic groups. First one is National Conservation Strategy, then UN Convention on Combating Desertification. What they are doing to conserve the strategies, to conserve the diversities, and they are actually preparing the strategies to protect our species. Now come Himalayan Jungle Project. Actually, these strategies and these organizations are working in the particular areas. Like now, Himalayan Jungle Project, it was started in 1991 in the Palas Valley in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and it was aimed at protecting one of the richest areas of biodiversity. Then comes conservation of biodiversity of the Suleiman Range, Balochistan, and then comes northern areas conservation project, conservation of migratory birds in Chitral, KP, and conservation of the Chiltan Markhor, and then comes ban on games. Foreigners visit the northern areas and play many games in which bears are used. So Pakistan has been successful in imposing a ban on this illegal practice. And these are some organizations. Then comes the topic endangered species in Pakistan. Normally a question came on in the board. They ask write down or explain endangered species in Pakistan. First of all, the Indus dolphin, which is in nearby extinction in the future. Why? Indus dolphin, only 600 animals of this species are left today in the Indus river, and the population of this species declined due to water pollution and the destruction of habitat. Then comes Marco Polo sheep. Which one? Marco Polo sheep. These are found in Khunjarab National Park and nearby areas. Their number are rapidly decreasing for the last 2 decades. Then comes Hobara bustard. Hobara bustard. The bird flies to Pakistan in winter season from former Soviet territory and settles in Cholistan and Third Desert. The decline in its population is due to hunting by the foreigners and destruction of its habitats. Fine. Okay, now tell me, the national animal of Pakistan is markhor, and what is the national bird of Pakistan? That is called as chakor partridge. Chakor partridge. Okay, here comes an end of our chapter. Now what you have to do, you have to write down on your notebooks the relevant questions to these topics, 3.6.2 and 3.6.3. Fine. Hope you understand. Thank you, students.